You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I grew up in San Antonio. What? I did elementary school in San Antonio. Houston for middle school, part of high school, and then
girl,
back
a point.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
I went to elementary school in San Antonio. Most of my friends were Hispanic. We would talk about Selena. We would talk about Spice Girls, and we would pretend that we were Destiny's Child, and I was always Beyonce because I was black.
Beyonce. Oh. Wait, they were all black.
But I was actually black. So I got first pick when choosing which black girl I wanted to be. Like with Spice Girls.
I was Scary Spice all the time.
I had to be Scary Spice.
Because I wanted to be Scary Spice.
I had to be Scary Spice.
Black, but you know. I still want to go to Scary Spice one day for Halloween, but I need the rest of the Spice Girls.
No, you don't. You can just...
I want an entourage.
Dominique, you don't have enough white friends to do that.
I hope you edit that part out. I feel like every white person I know is going to watch this and be like... And all like my close friends were in the ESL class. I felt so uncomfortable in class. I used to look forward to recess. And then I remember when we got the black boy in my class, because it was only us in the class. And then when he got to the class, they kept saying like, oh, he's your boyfriend. And that shit was uncomfortable.
I once got in trouble because I had two close friends in middle school. This was in Houston. One was Hispanic, the other one was white. And these were two girls that like lived in the same apartment complex as me. So we would all walk home together. The Hispanic girl was dating a black guy. A Hispanic guy had told me he had a crush on me and like wrote me little notes in my locker. You know how we did when we was fast in middle school. But
Golden notes.
yes.
Yes.
And he wrote it in red. And I was just like, you real serious about this?
Is that what that meant?
Yes. Real serious with the red ink? I see you. But anyways, so I was telling him about it, like, girl, chat, how you do when you walking home from school. I was like, listen, look at this. Enrique, he down, he good. I'm not going to say that a middle schooler was down. Anyways, okay, so my Hispanic friend had a black boyfriend, and Hispanic guy had just asked me out, whatever out means in middle school, like he's gonna carry my books from class to class.
That's what it means.
Yeah. Our white friend turned around and she was like, wait, who'd you say wrote that note? Because he left me a note in my locker, like talking about, they think you're so pretty, this, that, and the third. So cute. And I was like, Enrique, the kid's name. God, I would be so embarrassed if he watches this. I'm not friends with him on Facebook. But,
I'm tagging.
and then she said, you can't go out with Enrique because Enrique is not black and you're black. And I was like,
how old were you in middle school?
this was in 6th grade. Yeah, 6th grade. I was 11.
7 for me in 3rd grade.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, and all of the kids in my class, because he was either new or he had just got moved into our class. Mm-hmm. But again, I was the only black kid in class. And so when he got moved in, all of my classmates, when he got moved into the class, were saying, oh, he has to be your boyfriend because he's black. And I was like, that's not... No.
That's not how that works.
Me being me, my immediate reaction to somebody telling me I had to date him, I was like, no, I don't. And then so like I rebelled against it so hard that I didn't even want to talk to him.
Oh,
I was
you're
so bad.
a bitch.
Valentine's Day rolled around and everybody's passing up their little Valentine's Day cards, and this little boy, and I still remember his name, I'm not gonna say his name.
You're better than me. Hey, Enrique.
He bought me, or no, he didn't buy me, he was in 3rd grade. He gave me a ring.
You don't know what
and not
this
a
coin looks like. Don't. That's what
but wait,
my pants though. You can't afford it.
But wait, not a plastic ring, like a metal ring. And I came home.
Oh, he probably stole it.
Probably again. Why are you such a problem? But my mom told me I had to take the ring, and I was like, you can't make me take this ring, because I brought it home because the teacher was like, oh, that's rude, because I was like, I don't want it, because everybody was teasing me, and they were like, oh, Walter's your boyfriend, you're gonna get married, and blah 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 blah.
Your school experience was so bizarre, Dominique.
Yeah, it was.
I don't understand how you survived.
I had to get out. I'm kidding. Like, my whole elementary experience was rough. Like, it was so rough. My parents moved us to the suburbs, so I went to a white elementary school, and then we lived in an Asian neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
And then we went to church in the hood. I was so confused as a child, and I was like, I don't know where, like, we are today or at this point in the day. It was rough. And I remember when my mom almost whooped my butt, like, really young, like, probably kindergarten, first grade. My teacher made me, like, play with this group of girls. My teachers were weird. They made me play with this group of girls because I always went and waited for the ESL class because those were my friends. It was so sick. My teacher made me play with this group of girls, and like the HBIC of the crew like said, she was like, black people are scary, and I like shrunk. Like I felt like I'm like, cause I know I'm black, and I was like, oh okay, like, and so they like played the rest of the day. Anyway, we were driving, and I saw, like, a bunch of black people walking, and I said in the car with my mom, I was like, black people are scary. And my mom, like, stopped the car and was like, what did you say? And I was like, oh, like, I'm just repeating people at school. Like, I didn't know what I was saying. Like, I didn't really believe what I was saying. But she had, like, a whole talk with me, and she was like, why are black people scary? And I was like, I don't know. And I started crying. She's like, I'm not mad at you. She's like, who did you hear say that? And I think now that I'm older, I understand what she was doing. Like, she wants to know who was in my ear telling me that, because she know that wasn't a thought that came from me. Yeah. And so, yeah, it was a rough experience. And then she had to explain to me, like, just because somebody says something doesn't make it true. And just because a group of people say something doesn't make it true. Shout out to my mama.
Like,
yes, there are times, oh, yeah, sometimes